Have you ever seen this happen in game before?
Be back on top. Ooh, I like that.
No!
Bro, what are you doing? This isn't phase.
No, bro!
You sold.
Why did you
sold
pull
so
over your
hard.
classic,
You sold
bro?
so hard. Close up the application.
Bro! Phantom vs Vandal, a debate as old as Valorant itself. And after seeing the intro clip, a lot of you may be thinking that the Vandal is the better option, as my Phoenix there would have gotten the kill if he had one. Or, you know, if he just continued to shoot instead of going for a spray, but we don't talk about it. It's clips like these and the trend of more pros using the Vandal that have many in the community thinking that the Vandal is actually the superior weapon. And the other day, I even came across a video from EU Analyst Lothar where he breaks down why you should be using the Vandal more in your ranked games. Well, he's wrong, and here's 4 reasons why. Number 1. The hard facts. You see, numbers don't lie, and the fact is that the Phantom has many more advantages than the Vandal. It has a higher fire rate, higher ammo capacity, no bullet tracers, easier to control spray, better skins, and the list goes on. As a man who wears lab coats and calls his videos Lothar's Labs, you should be the first to recognize these advantages and see how they stack up in the Phantom's favor, Mr. Lothar. Now you might want to spew some nonsense like how the Vandal has more consistent damage or can one-tap at all ranges, but come on, we all know this is mattering less and less. Breeze is out of the map pool, Split recently came back in, heck, Bind is coming back soon, and if all goes to plan, Icebox will be out the door. So with all these short range maps in the pool and long range ones going out, we all know those long range headshots matter way less these days, and playing Phantom is just the way to go. Not to mention the current rank 1 player NA is Dasnerf, who's a judge only player, just further showing that long range headshots don't even matter if you're really trying to climb the ladder. Number 2. Spray control. Now I mentioned this a second ago, but let's talk about it a little bit. Spraying is objectively easier with a Phantom. That's no secret. Now, some high elo idiots may try to tell you that if you want to get good, you should stop spraying in your gunfights. But to me, that's just nonsense. The highest concentration of players are gold and below. And you know what are the 2 fundamental pillars of gold and below gameplay? You guessed it, crouch spraying and run and gunning. So why would we be telling these players to buy Vandals when they can be buying a gun that will enhance what they're already good at, like a Phantom? These players have no idea how to aim, their sense is probably 1.5 at 2000 DPI, and the most aim they've ever had to do was that one time they played Bastion on Overwatch.
Oh wow, a Bastion play of the game, how surprising.
I don't remember getting. Oh yeah, this is quite good to do.
1 kill. Ooh, it's dry. Oh! I don't think that's it.
Number 3. Holes in your argument. While making the case for the Vandal in your video, I picked up on some key mistakes that made your arguments very weak, Mr. Lothar. So let's point out some.
The reason for that is I've realized lately that when someone is mechanically worse, using Phantom is like shooting yourself in the foot when you could be using Vandal instead, because Vandal is the easier gun to use.
What kind of argument is that? That's like saying if you're bad at cooking, you shouldn't use a recipe because winging it is easier. If the Phantom is bad to use when you're bad at the game, how about you just get good? But I can see that that may be a little difficult for you taking a look at your Val Tracker stats. But for Sigma gamers like me, the Phantom's gotta be the weapon of choice.
A fine day.
They call me the magician.
Next, you made an even worse point in your video.
So if you want to be really good with the Phantom, you need to have crisp mechanics. And I spoke with Steel about that. That was crisp mechanics. I spoke with Steel about that. That was
crisp mechanics.
Why is Steel in the same sentence as crisp mechanics? Using him to justify why the Phantom is bad is like using gameplay from Evil Geniuses to say NA is the worst region at Valorant.
Wow, big commit. Rooney, you win this?
and people will understand why they dropped Ye for you. This is it. They double
threw
ulted-
Astral.
They double ulted this guy.
Does Ye win that? I don't know if Ye wins that.
That ain't how this works, okay? You know what? Let's just take a quick look at his VLR GG stats. Alright, so we're on VLR GG. Let's go check out VCL North America, which is Challengers. Let's go to the stats page. Click right there. And let's see where Steel is. Okay, this is gonna take too long. Let's actually just sort by the worst KD. This shouldn't take... there we are. I knew it wouldn't take too long. So he's 11th. He's the 11th worst player in KD. So looking at this, what does it say? First, Harmful had a really bad season. Like, oh my gosh, 0.52 rating, 146.80 ACS, 0.54 KD. Gosh damn, that is rough. But more importantly, Steel is the 11th worst player in Challengers KD wise, and we all know KD is the most important stat, right? If you didn't know that, by the way. So yeah, Steel, not that great of a player, but you probably already knew that. Yeah, using Steel to help your argument is a big no-no. But you know which pro would be useful to use in this conversation? Number 4, TenZ. If you've been watching the latest Sentinels games from Tariq's co-stream, you may have picked up that the Phantom is slowly becoming his weapon of choice in most of his rifle rounds. He's been rocking that Reaver Phantom and he's been popping heads with it too. I mean, just look at him. Now if this guy, TenZ, the GOAT of Valorant, is using the Phantom in his pro games, then you should be using a Phantom too. This is the guy that you should be looking at, not someone with a 0.54, oh wait, I'm looking at Harmful stats again, my bad. Not someone with a 0.83 KD. All that to say that you are wrong, Mr. Lothar, and like you said earlier in the video,
Phantom is the better gun.